Welcome back. We've already seen how inflation acts as a silent tax on your savings, so we aren't going to dwell on the theory. Today, we're looking at the brutal math of the leaky bucket. Imagine your savings as a physical bucket of water. No matter how much you pour in, there is a silent, continuous leak at the bottom, draining your hard work every second of every day. If that leak reaches 7%, you lose exactly half of your purchasing power in 10 years. Even at a more common 5%, your money loses 40% of its value in that same decade. This happens without you spending a dime, buying a luxury, or taking a gamble. The value simply evaporates because it was sitting still. Sticking to a safe savings account isn't a neutral move. It is a mathematically certain way to watch your wealth disappear. To stop the leak, you have to move your money into assets that grow faster than the drain. Let's look at the report card for the last 10 years to see which engines actually work. Bonds offer a 2 to 4% return. They feel stable, but once you factor in inflation, they're barely tread water. Real estate hits the 6 to 10% range. It's a classic engine because it provides rent and appreciates in value, though you usually need a significant amount of capital to get started. Gold averages 7 to 8%. Think of it as a 1,000-year-old shield. It doesn't build wealth rapidly, but it is excellent at protecting the value you already have. The stock market moves the needle to 10 or 13%. It's a bumpy ride, but for most families, it is the most accessible long-term winner. Then there is Bitcoin, which has averaged 60 to 80% growth. Because there is a hard limit of 21 million coins, that scarcity has driven life-changing growth for those who hold through the volatility. While these assets behave differently, acquiring a combination of them is the only way to outrun the inflation leak. You don't need a professional license or a fortune to buy these. You can use an ETF, which is just a digital basket that holds these assets for you, and start with as little as $5 on a simple app. The strategy to manage it is dollar cost averaging, or DCA. It means you invest the same amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of what the price is. Let's look at a 20-year simulation. If you put $100 a month into an S&P 500 ETF with a 13% return, you start with a very slow, steady climb. When prices are high, your $100 automatically buys fewer shares. When the market crashes, that same $100 buys a whole lot more. You're effectively shopping for wealth at a discount. Over 20 years, you would have invested $24,000 of your own money. But at a 13% return, your account would be worth approximately $114,000. DCA turns market volatility into an advantage. It automates the process of buying low, so you can build wealth while you sleep. This automated approach smooths out the market's bumps and ensures your financial engine is always running in the background. You can choose to DCA into a single asset you're comfortable with, or spread your risk across all 5 using diversified stock market ETFs. While choosing between these assets feels like a high-stakes decision, the greater danger is staying in cash and letting the inflation leak continue. Next time, we're going to look at the specific asset that has historically outpaced every other engine on this report card and why it's my preferred choice for growth. See you in the next one.